All right, I'm going to be honest with you. Buying a home in this market can be tough, but it does not have to be. Buyers ultimately have two choices. You could buy a used home or you could buy a new home. That's why in this video, I'm going to be letting y'all know 7 reasons why buying a new construction home is probably not a fit for you, okay? If you have some people who are doing the home buying thing, you may want to encourage them to join this live. At the end, I'm also going to be introducing you to some of my real estate partners who are going to be giving y'all some insights into buying a new construction home. So at first, I was going to share my screen and do some stuff, but the last time I did that, it kicked me off. So I'm not going to get fancy tonight. I'm going to just use my notes from my phone and we're going to rock and roll, okay? In case we have not met, I'm Tamasia, the new construction queen, as you guys see, doing all things new construction, being able to match home buyers with the best new home and the best incentives to get the keys to their new home, literally, like all things new, all right? Now, I don't want to hold y'all much longer, so I want to get into these 7 reasons. These reasons are not in any particular order. It's just something come to mind that's going to highlight the differences, okay, between buying brand new and buying used. Are y'all ready? If y'all ready and you watching live, let me know. Say ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I see Miss Kim, I see Shayla. Okay. All right. Reason number 1. Don't buy a new construction home if you would prefer making an offer, it not getting accepted, or going under contract and having to start all over again and falling in love with a new home. When you buy a used home, it is literally an emotional roller coaster. So if you prefer an emotional roller coaster where you're constantly falling in and out of love with homes because somebody else gets it before you, okay? Buying a new construction home is not a fit for you. When you buy new construction, when you find the one you want, guess what? There will be many of them. So if you don't get this one, guess what? You will get the next one, all right? That's reason number 1. Buying new construction does not have to be an emotional roller coaster. Now, some people make it that way because, they be in their head and stuff, but it does not have to be emotional. We match you to a builder. We find you the incentive. You choose the floor plan. Get the keys to your home, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, don't buy a new construction home if you would prefer a used home for the same mortgage. Let that one sink. Okay. If your mortgage amount, if you're like, I don't want to spend any more than $2,500, you could buy used or you could buy brand new. Okay. So which one would it be? Would you rather a new home for the same mortgage or a used home? That's reason number 2. Because when you buy new, you're the first people in it. Okay. Now, number 3, don't buy a new construction home if you don't want better financing terms. Y'all know I always tell y'all where you can get a 4.99, 3.99, 5.5, all the funds. It's a good chance when you buy a used home, you're going to get market rate, and the seller may or may not want to contribute to your closing costs, which means more money out of pocket for you. And again, a higher mortgage for a used home. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. Hopefully y'all saying I want to buy new. All right. The next one, number 4, don't buy a new construction home if you would prefer to go back and forth on closing costs and home inspections. I told y'all, emotional roller coaster. But when you buy new, we already know how much closing costs you're going to get. And if there's anything wrong with your home, guess what? Your buyer's agent is going to pass the home inspection to your on-site agent. And the builder, 99% of the time, is going to fix whatever needs to be addressed. No questions asked. The next one. Don't buy a new construction home if you would prefer to potentially have higher out-of-pocket expenses. That one I don't have to explain. Y'all see all the monies these builders are throwing at you, okay? That may or may not be the case when you buy a used home, all right? Woo! The next one, okay, we're getting close. I think we're on number 6. Don't buy a new construction home if you are okay using any extra savings for repairs or when things go wrong. Now for this one, for my peeps who got their down payment and not really much else, what will you do when you buy a used home and something breaks? Where does the funds come from? Exactly. Okay. Another reason to buy new construction, because you are going to get warranties, because that's really number 6. Don't buy new construction if you don't want no warranties. You don't want no peace. You don't want somebody to call to be able to help you out in the event that something very minor or even major goes wrong. Okay. And I think those are actually all of my reasons. Those are high level reasons, right? But hopefully you are seeing some of the differences in being able to buy new and buy used, okay? Based on that, I'm seeing a lot of 100, 100, 100, which is really, really good. So if you had to choose right now to do the home buying thing, which one would you choose? Comment, let me know. As you guys know, I'm all about the new. And if we have not already had a conversation, right, and buying new construction is for you, I want to encourage you to have a conversation. Even if you're just getting started, even if you're working on credit, even if you're trying to figure things out, that is the perfect time to have a conversation and get your game plan. There are people who are on this live who actually got their game plan, had a call with me when they're not ready, and they are making quick steps, or they're working through the game plan and they are getting close to getting their keys. All right. I'm not going to call no names, but y'all know who y'all are. I'm literally here to help y'all. All right. If you want to do that, the link's going to be in my bio, but you can also go to newconstructionqueen.com/let's talk. I'll answer all your questions, and then I'm going to begin to match you to some builders and some incentives to get you rocking and rolling and getting the keys to your new home. All right. If you've been following me for a while, you know, I keep it real, but I got you. Okay. I promise. Now, if you have questions about buying new construction, put them in the comments now, and I'm going to start inviting some of my real estate peeps to join us. All right. We are actually going to start in Locust Grove. All right. Y'all know I've been all over the Locust Grove area because you got to get in before the area gets jumping. All right. So I'm getting ready to invite Shayla. What's up? I love seeing you. I love seeing you, girl. Yeah.
How are you?
Good. What you got for the people? What's going on in Locust Grove right now?
Locust Grove. Oh my goodness. Locust Grove is booming. That's what's going on. My community, Cedar Ridge. It's again Henry County, Locust Grove. We're located on the same street as Tanger Outlet.
Yep.
It's a beautiful tree-lined swim community, offering a playground and cabana also. We're priced from the 340s with several different floor plans. I have a house for everyone, whether you're looking for a 1-story, 2-story, owner suite on the main level, and we have some basement lots coming too.
Got it. What's your incentive right now?
Our incentives are 4.99% fixed. You can't beat that, right?
You can't beat that.
All closing costs. Yes. All closing costs paid. And all appliances on select homes. So you can literally get into your new home without very minimum out of pocket. And also, if you take advantage of the 100% financing, all closing costs, literally nothing out of pocket.
Okay. All right. So that's the first one happening in Locust Grove. Shayla, what's one reason why you love new construction for home buyers?
Oh my goodness, you named 7. I was sitting over here like, yes, yes, yes. I mean, but the biggest thing I think for first time home buyers, they worry about saving money, right? I mean, literally, we're talking getting into your brand new home with minimum out of pocket and having the warranties and everything in place to cover you for any costly repairs that may arise. It just doesn't get any better than that.
Yep. Yep. And I'm seeing 4.99 for the life of the loan. Yes, it's a fixed interest rate that will not change. So those of you who are interested in the Locust Grove area, right, and you give me a call and we get you rocking and rolling, if you're fit, you will be seeing Shayla, okay?
Yes.
All right, Shayla, anything else you want to say to the people?
We want to invite them out to the seminar.
Tell them. Yes, tell them.
Awesome. So we are having a home buyer seminar on March 23rd from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. We invite you guys to come out. If you have questions about getting started or where do I start, how much can I buy, if you have credit issues, whatever your questions may be, we will have the professionals on site that day to answer any questions with that you may have. The loan officers, the credit specialists, Tamasia will be there. Yes, we'll be there just to help you along the way. So we encourage you guys to come out.
Yes, if you want information about that, that's a reason to slide into my DMs, right? Send me a text. Hey, I want to go to that. That way we can get you on the list. Because ultimately, we know buying a home is this emotional thing, but we want to love on you, right? We want to come, give you a hug, give you a high five, and literally set you up for getting the keys to your new home. Literally new, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, I know you have plans tonight, Shay. Thank you so much for hopping on.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite.
Bye, girl. See you later. Bye. All right. That was first person. I got some special guests for you all. All right, let me invite. All right, let's see. All right, Miss Kim, you're up. All right, Miss Kim, I'm turning it over to you. Tell them what you got, your incentive, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. My name is Kimberly Glover, and I am in Bridal Creek. I am maybe 5 to 7 minutes from Tanger Mall. Excellent location, guys. Keep in mind that we are minutes from 75. So you can just hop on the interstate. Don't worry about it. You know, anywhere you want to go, we're right there. We're right by 75. But my community is called Bridal Creek. We are 4 and 5 bedroom homes. We started 381. I also offer basement lots. Our lots, most of our lots are level. Yeah. You walk out your covered patio. I have a covered patio. Yep. You walk out into your backyard and you are happy because you don't fall off a cliff. Yep. And on top of that, our lots are about 1/4 of an acre. Yep. They're at least 1/4 of an acre. I have a huge yards, you guys. So think about that. Barbecuing, summer activities. You got it. We got it.
And her homes are huge.
They are.
Your smallest home is how big?
2,700 square feet, and we go up to 3,500 square feet. So I have 3-car garages. Yes. I have that same home on a basement with a 3-car garage. That particular lot is almost 0.40. So that is a huge house, huge yard. It checks all the boxes, guys. You got to come out and take a look at it.
And what's your incentive right now?
My incentives, we're doing 4.99 fixed rate for 30 years. Wow. It does not change. Just like your apartment rent is going to increase every year, this is not going to happen. Nope. It's going to be 4.99 fixed. We also offering all closing costs. Wow. We have 30-day close. I have homes in all stages. I have homes that can close tomorrow if you're ready. I have 30-day, 60-day, 90-day, all stages. It's an absolutely beautiful community. We also have some homes that they have the all appliances. So we're going to include the refrigerator, washer, and dryer. So that's a definite benefit. My community is in what we call USDA.
Ms. Kim,
let's talk about the USDA.
Tell the people.
You know what? If you qualify for USDA, it's income driven, but if you qualify for USDA, it covers all your down payment. We're covering all your closing costs. USDA is covering all your down payment. It is a win-win no matter how you think about it. No matter how you slice it, it's a win-win.
And you know what? We talk about closing costs a lot, but I want to put a number to it because I don't know if home buyers actually know how much that's going to save them. So give me an example. I know I had somebody buy their last month, and it was like $22,000 that the builder contributed on top of the fixed rate. So it's a lot of money. So is that about right?
That's about right.
Or so?
It is. And think about it like this. When you come to a community and we tell you we're going to cover all of your closing costs, we're going to 4.99% is going to be your interest rate. It costs the builder, and don't worry about it because we're going to take care of you. It costs the builder anywhere from $18,000 to $25,000 to offer that benefit to you.
Yep.
So we're absorbing that because we want you as a homeowner. We're going to do everything we can to get you into a home because that's your legacy. Yep. You should be able to purchase a home. You should not. I'm sorry. You should be able to purchase a home, and that if you want to be able to purchase a home, you should be able to buy one. Correct. We're here to help you do that.
And remember, I mentioned earlier as one of the reasons not to buy new is if you want to go back and forth for somebody to contribute money to you, go ahead and do that. But we're telling you, no questions asked. You're walking into like $20,000 or whatever the closing costs are going to be for your home. Like, it is a blessing.
It is.
What else you want to tell them? You already gave them a lot, but what else you want to tell them about
one more thing that I want to tell you is that, like Tamasia was just talking about a little while ago about repairs in your home, we have a warranty. Don't worry about it. We are there. I'm not going anywhere. My builder's not going anywhere. You see us every day. I walk the community. Listen, if there's any issues that come along, we take care of it. It's not like a used house. If your plumbing, if it breaks or anything happens with your plumbing, anything leaks, what are you going to do? That's expensive. That's an expensive. Well, we're here. We have that warranty for you. And so you don't need it until you need it. And that's just like anything. So we take care of that. And it's just a blessing to have someone that has your best interest at heart. And then here it is, Tamasia. She's going to take care of you. We're going to take care of you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to hide from you.
Nope.
I walk the block. So when you see me and I come up to your house and, and I want to eat dinner, I mean, it's okay because I make sure we have that relationship so that you are always taken care of. That's my objective. And that is why I sell new construction homes. My goal is to take care of you and put you into a home because you should be able to own one if you want to.
Same. Those of you who are working with me already, y'all know how I roll. I am extra, okay? But in a good way, because I think people need to know that somebody's in their corner, right? Looking out for them, helping them think about things maybe they didn't think of, being their sounding board, right? And really being able to do that. So if you work with me, just know I'm extra. Miss Kim, one more thing. So if you or someone you know is a VA buyer, okay, we didn't even talk about VA, but on March 30th, the end of the month, VA buyer in Henry County, we want you to come learn about buying a home with a VA loan. But y'all gotta see these homes. These homes in Locust Grove are sexy. My husband's like, babe, we got to get one. Okay. So just know I might be moving up Locust Grove as well. So if you want info about that, get in touch. We'll get you on the list. That way guys can come on down, learn about that, see the homes, meet Miss Kim, all that good stuff. Okay.
Please do. Veterans, we honor you. First of all, we respect you. We thank you. And if you come into, of course, with veterans, there is no down payment. We're paying your closing costs. You have no down payment. It's a win-win.
It is the sexiest thing I've seen. Yep. So, Miss Kim, we have dropped enough gems. And I hope that y'all are intrigued enough to want to get some information. Schedule a call with me. Let's set it up. And then we're going to get y'all exploring Locust Grove before it gets jumping, okay?
Right.
Because pretty soon, Locust Grove is going to be like McDonough and like Stockbridge. You're going to be like, what happened? And then you're going to be sad, okay? And I don't want anybody to be sad.
That's correct. Right. And let me tell you, Tamasia, one more thing before we go, before I go anyway. This is the thing. It is going to explode. And this is how we know it's going to explode. There is a Publix under construction right now that is 5 minutes from the community. Everybody knows when Publix come into a community,
game over. Publix, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Starbucks. Y'all better get on.
Long John's. I mean Longhorns. That's my restaurant. Longhorns is coming as well.
Yep.
So we know it is about to take off, and I'm excited about it. So guys, come on in while we're at the entry rates, the entry price, because at some point that price is no longer going to be you can't come in at $381 anymore.
You're not going to be able to get no 3,000 square foot home like this one, sprinkler system, tennis courts. Y'all, it's sexy.
That's right.
But Miss Kim, I'm trying to honor people's time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
We'll see Miss Kim again, okay? Just so y'all know, in case y'all wondering.
All right.
Miss Kim, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, my girl, Tandy.
Hey, y'all.
So we got one more stop in Locust Grove, and then we're going to kind of head over to the Conyers area with Tandy, okay? So Tandy, let's start in Locust Grove, what you got going on there, and then let's do the same thing you've been doing.
All right, y'all. So I'm the agent for the Point at Heron Bay. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Heron Bay, but Heron Bay has been around for over 20 years, and you got a lot of resort-like amenities right in the backyard of your own home. So you have a lakefront park, which they do. Heron Bay is very active. They do a lot of events there, which is a good thing. So it's something to do for all ages, which is really nice. So you got dog park. You got 18 miles of walking trails. You got playgrounds, tennis courts. Of course, the golf course, which that's a separate membership, but you have access to it. You got it all. You got it all right there. That's stuff you get on vacation, you can get right in the backyard of your own home. You cannot beat that.
What's your incentive right now? What's your price point and incentive right now?
So right now, for government loans, we are offering a 4.99 fixed.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And $10,000 in closing costs.
Wow, y'all, I didn't know that. That's new information.
Right, we have 5 floor plans to choose from, and we also have basement lots as well. I have a lot of basement lots, and I have inventory that could go now, and we also just open up pre-sale opportunities.
Wow.
So, I mean, we got some for all timelines.
So real quick, let's talk about pre-sales real fast, okay? So when they buy a pre-sale, what is the incentive? Because some people do it differently.
So right now we got a few different things depending on the stage. So, I mean, if we started something, then they could get, what is the stage? Well, pre-sale, they get 50% off the collections.
Okay.
So we have 6 different collections that you have to choose from.
Got
so you can get 50% off that.
Okay.
And so that's why I always encourage to take a standing inventory.
I was the same thing, y'all. Go stand
for your buck. For the standing inventory, because we reduce the prices and we have that amazing 4.99 and $10,000 in closing costs.
So in case I didn't hear her say, now this is between us, don't go telling nobody, okay? But she said we reduced the prices. So yes, you can build from the ground up, and there's some ways to get some good rates and all that stuff, but standing inventory, they want to get rid of that thing. So and
that's the beauty of building with, a builder, that they're giving incentives, and you want to take full advantage of those incentives and the warranty. So,
So that's another one in Locust Grove, not the Henry County side.
No, it is Henry County. It's Henry County. We Henry County, yes. And Heron Bay is big. We 2 counties, but we're on the Henry County side.
Okay, on the good side. Okay, good. I had to let people know. Now, in case you were on my page scrolling and you saw those sexy that black kitchen with the gold handles on that, that's where Tandy is, okay? That's her. Locust Grove got some things that you really might want to see. Now, Tandy, before we go to Conyers, why do you love new construction for home buyers, or what do you love about helping a home buyer buy a new construction home?
Well, I love new construction because it's an easy process. So you have agents like yourself who will walk people through the process, and you have me that will help you along with the process. Like we sort of team up and we teamwork. Hey, what can we do that will help this person get all solutions for every type of situation. Like we are thinking constantly how to get you closed in your home. So
correct.
We gonna figure it out because I want to get paid and Tamasia want to get paid, and we want to see you in your house. So but I love the process of seeing people accomplish their dreams and their goals. Being a part of that process. Sometimes you gain relationships for life. And you can't get that anywhere else. It's not a transaction. It's relationship building.
It really is. That's real. That's real. Okay, so you told me today that you can also be over in the Conyers area. So what can you tell us? Now we're going from Locust Grove and we're going to go across to Conyers real quick. What's going on in Conyers that the people need to know about?
So we also have the incentive in Conyers as well. And so our homes are a little cheaper in Conyers.
Better
A little
price.
bit more, I don't want to say cheaper. I want to say more
Better
affordable.
price. Yes.
And so those ones are like the mid threes.
Okay.
Mid threes.
Now, for the
And so
people who are wondering, mid threes. So if you're looking at a purchase price that's $350,000 at a 4.99, that's probably going to be somewhere around $2,300 to $2,500 or so. Okay, give or take the interest rate and what's going on in the taxes. Now, all right, Tandy, what do you love most about your homes?
the quality is good quality. Good quality.
Yep.
And the builder is known for the quality of their homes because we've been in the business for over 30 years.
Yep. Ashton Woods, in case anybody's like, what's the builder's name? Ashton Woods, okay, y'all? Go ahead, look us up. But more importantly, work with an agent. All right, Tandy, really quick, anything else you want to say? I know you're with hubby and all that good stuff. What else you got for the people?
Well, I want y'all to come on out and see us.
Yes! Yes!
Now is the time to buy a home. Like, everybody's scared, but now is the time because we don't know what the future holds. We know what today holds. And so, you can always change the price. I mean, the interest rate, but you can never change the price of the home.
Correct.
So you can actually say, hey, I like this one.
And truthfully, y'all, it's not really a reason to be scared. It's a new thing. And so think about the last 5 new things you've ever done, right? It was a little scary at first, but then you're like, oh, I'm doing this, right? New job, new college degree, new mom, new this, new that. And look at you now, right? And so if you can get through any of those things, I promise you can get through the home buying experience and get the keys to your new home. All right?
Absolutely.
All right, Tandy. Thank you so much, girl.
All right. Thank you.
Back to the family, and I'll keep you updated on who we got. Okay?
All righty.
All right, we got Crystal. So the reason why I invited Crystal is because I accidentally, on purpose, learned about her homes, but I want to talk to her about it. So let me just, Crystal! I'm so excited because I haven't seen some of y'all in so long, and it's so good to see y'all, okay? Awesome. Crystal!
Hey!
Okay. So the reason why I invited Crystal on here is because I accidentally learned about her homes, right? And they're like in some areas that people might not want to go to, but should go to because they're solid. Okay. So Crystal, let me let you tell the people what's going on, what y'all got, even where the locations are, price points. When you hit a price point, you're gonna fall out of your seat. But go ahead.
Okay. So, work with a home builder who offers brand new construction homes. Most of them start under $300,000.
Y'all, 5-bedroom homes for like $289. I'm just saying. When I learned that and I walked in and I was like, wow, these are actually very nice. So I need y'all to know. What else some of the areas though?
So we have a few homes in like North Georgia, Tacoma, Kingston, where they're building the new car plant. Chatsworth, which is about an hour from Tennessee. We have a coming soon community in Covington. And we have some in Jackson, Macon, Warner Robins.
And Hogansville, which if you don't know, I went to Hogansville for the first time in my life, and I will be honest, I was pleasantly surprised, okay? Hogansville, in case you don't know, I can't put no videos up, but Hogansville is like kind of by Noonan, right? A little bit above LaGrange, okay? About 40 minutes from Atlanta, 45 minutes from Atlanta, and they got 5-bedroom home for like $275, $280 on big lots. What's y'all incentive?
So, of course, you get the best incentives if you can close right away.
Yep. So
right now we're offering for the first year, if you can close by March, we're by the end of March, 3.875.
Wait a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, people better buy some new homes, okay? Yes. Go ahead. Let me not stop interrupting.
For years 2 through 30, 4.875.
Yep.
Plus all closing costs paid.
Okay. So y'all so far got the best incentive on this live right now, okay? Now, I don't know if you recognize this, y'all. I know we don't have no visuals up, but I want you to know the difference. So the difference between a 3-point something and a 7 is probably like $400 to $500 difference a month, okay? So if let's say you work, you know what I mean? Like that is just insane. All right. What do you love most about either your home or new construction?
So I have always done new construction. Been licensed for 10 years,
Okay.
and I just love new construction for the company that I'm working with now. I just love the option of affordability. They're offering something to the first time home buyer. I interact with a lot of people where they're the first person from their family to purchase a home. And just to be able to give them that, something that's affordable, to kind of be a part of that journey. That's what I love about it. I think home ownership is a right, and you shouldn't have to go without that. It provides stability for your family. It gives you the sense of pride, and it benefits the community as a whole. So I've always loved that you can get a quality, brand new home, and it doesn't break the bank.
Yeah, because y'all mortgages are like 2,000,
maybe that
1,900.
I have someone who's closing FHA loan, and their monthly payment is $1,700 a month.
That's like townhome prices.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, that's less than townhome prices. So here's the thing about her areas, though, right? It's going to be areas that it's not going to be a McDonough. It's not going to be like a Stockbridge. It's not going to be a Fairburn. You're going to be in areas you're like, I never heard of this, right? And then, but the good thing about it is the areas they're in are going to be popular areas soon, and you get to appreciate from all that by getting in extra early. Some of y'all have seen these areas change right before your eyes, and you're like, the home was just 150, now it's 350. Okay, I want to encourage y'all to be on the 150 side if you can, right? It's always a good time to buy a home, but if you can get in on that side, it's a little bit better. Okay. All right, awesome. Crystal, thank you so much. I want y'all to know I am pulling her out of her comfort zone, right? She's actually very bubbly and all that, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably like, she's cool, I promise, all right? If you are interested in any of her areas or want to figure out if it could be a good fit for you, schedule a time with me. I'm going to match y'all to the right people. I know lots of people in lots of places. Crystal, anything you want to say before you go?
Yes. So if you love a little bit of the suburban life, I actually have one home in Barnesville, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It sits on an acre.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even know where Barnesville is. So if you call me, we will have to figure it out together.
About 15, 20 minutes from Griffin. I live in Griffin.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's on an acre. It's 288.
Wow. Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all are picking up what we're putting down. Okay. There's a home with your name on it. We just got to find it.
Yes, ma'am.
Crystal, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. I'll chat with you soon, girlfriend.
Okay.
Thank you. Amber is up next. Now we're coming back to the city of Atlanta. And I have been telling y'all about, oh good, somebody knows where Barnesville is. That's awesome. I have been telling y'all about the townhomes where there's a grant opportunity and things like that, but I want to introduce you to Amber, who is going to be helping you qualify and all that good stuff. So hopefully she's going to be joining us very soon. I already told y'all that new construction is giving y'all better interest rates, right? Paying your closing costs, but if you qualify, you can get your down payment covered as a grant, not a loan, okay?
Yeah, so what she's saying is, I know it sounds crazy, but we are taking care of people. I had somebody go to closing and actually get some of their earnest money back at closing. They didn't have to pay any closing costs. All they had to do was pay their earnest money, which is only $1,500. And then at closing, they got some of it back because we have financing so many different financing programs, and then we have the grants as well that are pretty much taking care of all of that out-of-pocket expense.
Okay. Now, for the people who don't know, what is the difference between a down payment grant and a down payment loan? What's the difference? Now I'm asking you, Amber.
Oh, yes. So I thought you were asking everybody. So the grant means you do not have to pay it back.
Money.
Exactly. So, how it is, we have some programs where after 5 years, it'll knock off the whole entire thing. And after each year, 20% will be not required for you to pay back. So if you go 5 years, you do not have to pay it back at all. Now, there's also an option where you have that second loan as down payment assistance. And that means that whenever you sell, at any point in time, you're going to have to pay that back when you sell your home.
Yep. And so at your townhome community, it's a grant, so they don't got to pay it back.
Right.
Now, can you
exactly.
So can you share a little bit about the price point and maybe the qualifications, if you can, for those who may be interested?
Of course. So we've got 3 and 4 bedrooms over at our community.
Same price.
And both of the same price. Yeah, literally. They're both $299.9. So if you want to just say 300, that's where it is. But the corner lots are going to be $311.9. And that's probably will be about a $70 difference in your monthly payment. So if you want to get a corner, it's not that big of a difference payment wise. Also, we do have an HOA that's going to cover your lawn maintenance. And also we have a playground. We've got a recreational field and a dog park as well. And that HOA is only $100 a month.
Now, how close are you to the Atlanta airport?
We're close. I think my GPS today was 12 minutes away, and it was traffic.
Yeah.
It was traffic.
This is the closest you're going to get to Atlanta without being with the craziness. I hate to say that, but the craziness of Atlanta. And fun fact, I actually used to live right across the street from these townhomes. That's how I heard about them. So when they was getting the land ready, I said, oh, I'm about to sell them joints.
Yeah. And honestly, they're selling fast. Like we just sold 2 today because we're helping out so much. We give closing costs. We have the down payment assistance, the grants. Payments are really good. We got some programs where it has no MI, which means that your payment is probably lower, about $150 monthly. So we got a lot of financing things that we help out with. Also, our homes are beautiful too.
I'll put some links like on my bio of some of these homes as well. Now, what I love most about y'all townhomes and y'all as a builder is that y'all do have a lot of preferred lenders. So it's like sometimes you got one lender, one shot. You're like, dog, literally, right? One name, one backup. But y'all are like, oh, that don't work. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. It's like somebody is going to work for the buyer, and that gives a lot of opportunity for somebody to get the home that they want, which is really fly.
Exactly. And we have so many different buyer profiles. So that's why I don't really like to tell people like there's a certain criteria to get approved. Really, you just want to talk to a lender, see where your credit score is. So that way that lender can tell us who would be the best fit. Because if you don't fit with that lender, you'll probably fit with another lender.
And those of you who are not working with me yet, just to give you an idea, I ask a lot of questions. So I might be like, all right, Amber, this person got a 610, this income, so on and so forth. Who's the best lender? She'll be like, okay, so-and-so or so-and-so. And so we really do become a team and being able to match you to who you need to be matched to get you what you want, which is so fly. Amber, what else do you want to tell the people?
Prices are right. Do not wait. Because summertime, when everybody and their mama is in the market, a lot of these incentives might go away
or be less
that we're offering. So, or they're definitely going to go down. So take advantage of the builders helping you out and, making it easy to get into the home.
Correct. Amber, thank you so much. I got some people who I'm going to send you, who's going to come by tomorrow, actually. So I'm going